Hey guys, welcome to Island 4. Go ahead and grab your hero and marker on strong, and then we're going to start with a plane. It's going to start out as a 0-2-0 and then turn into a 4-2-0. If you have the monkey knowledge, you're going to put it on wing monkey on here. The placement and the reason why I'm placing it here is in the advanced portion of the game, I'm going to place a village, and I really want to put all of my towers within range of the village. So that's why I'm placing this one. This is the one that's going to upgrade to a T5 on here. Once you upgrade this one to a 4-2-0, you're going to do 8 total of these planes. So it's actually going to, you're going to spam these planes. I have 8 total, including this one on here. And then we're going to sell and create a T5 plane on here, which is the very first one that I placed on here. It's going to upgrade to a 5-2-0. Remember with this boss is you need camo detection for your towers in order for it to hit the boss on here. So when you're starting this on the planes or as you're upgrading these and putting these planes down, always start with the middle path twice before you upgrade to the top path. Because if you upgrade to the top path on the plane as a 4-0-0, you will have it upgraded quicker, but you won't be able to be hitting the boss on there. You'll just hit the regular balloon. So always start with the middle path and then upgrade to the 4 on the top path there. So once you get 8 of these, what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn around and quickly sell and create my T5 plane. And it's going to be the very first one that I placed. It's going to be a 5-2-0 on here. This is going to be a very easy strategy. It's going to get you 100. And we're not going to use a paragon or anything on this one. Remember the tacked paragon, it can't detect camo on here. So you can do it for balloon cleanup, but it's not going to target the boss because this boss in particular needs camo detection on here. So I am not going to be using any paragon, and you can still get 100 without a paragon on here. So once I upgrade this here to a T5, what I'm going to do is place an ice monkey down. It's going to be a 5-2-0 on here. We will eventually sell it. If we had the helicopter, we would upgrade, so then that way we can move this tower. But since we don't, we will just sell it as it passes the boss. But it does do effective damage, and that's why we're going to upgrade this to a 5-2-0 on here for our next tier. Once we get this ice monkey upgraded, then we're going to go ahead and rotate to a druid. It's going to be a 1-5-0 on here. It's going to help with the balloon cleanup and then just overall damage as well too on here. And then we're going to place dartling. We're going to make it a 2-5-0. So once we upgrade this druid, try to place your dartling on the top one here. If you place it on one of the ones below, it's going to lose visual on here. The placement can get kind of tricky. As you see, it takes me a little bit in order to place the dartling on here. So you can just put it on slow and then take your time and then place it on here. If you place it on top, then you can easily target the boss and then throughout the entire portion of the map. You'll see me sell the ice monkey because it's no longer in range of the ball, so then that way we can upgrade our dartling quicker, and we want to create a mat as quickly as possible because it's going to do a lot of damage to the ball. So that's going to upgrade to a 2-5-0 on here. And then I'm going to place a village. I'm not going to upgrade it yet. The village is going to, you want to try to put it in range of all of your towers because all of your towers are going to be here. And when you use that village ability, it's going to be very important. But I'm going to start a plane. It's going to be a 0-2-4. Remember, we need to cross path with the camo detection on here. And then you'll see me place my other dartling. I'm not going to upgrade it just yet on here, but with how long it takes me to place these on the top here, I went ahead and just started here. But this is going to be a 0-0-0 dartling to start out, but we will upgrade this on here. So remember on here, try to place them all on the top portion if you can, so then it targets the entire portion of the map on here, especially your 2 dartlings on here because they're going to be 2 T5 dartlings on here. Once we upgrade this plane to a 2-0-4 on here, what we'll do is we're going to go ahead and upgrade our village. It's going to be a 2-5-0 on here. So before we upgrade our plane, we're going to actually upgrade our village. Make sure you use your village ability every time it refreshes. It does a lot of damage once that village ability is going, and then the extra pierce from the village on here. Once you get that T5 village, loop back to your plane. It's going to be a 0-2-5 on here for the plane. Put it on Wing Monkey also as well, if you do have the monkey knowledge. If you don't, you can just leave it on there as is for it on here. Once we get this plane upgraded, what we'll do is we'll loop back to that other dartling that we placed on there, and we're going to upgrade another T5 dartling. It's going to be a 520 dartling. Just make sure that you're moving the dartlings with the boss on here. If you have it marked on normal, if you have it marked on lock, just make sure you rotate it on there as you're doing it as well too. Once we get this last dartling upgraded on here to a 520, that's going to be our main defense. This is going to hold, and this is going to get us to round 100. We're going to put a little bit more towards the exit just for a balloon cleanup on here, but there's so many different strategies that you can probably do with this map on here. But if you're looking for a solid score to get you 100 each time, this strategy is going to do that for you on here. So I'll upgrade this dartling, and then what I'll do is towards the exit, I'm going to go ahead and place a village on here, and that village is going to be a 240, and then we kind of want to do some super monkeys. They're going to be 302s on here. I'll place 2 of these, and then I'm going to place some ice monkeys, some T5 ice monkeys towards the back as well too. Even though that the TAC Paragon cannot detect camo on here, you could place a TAC Paragon and then rebuild tower, so then you have a good damage on here. But personally, I don't like the TAC Paragon. It's not very effective. That's just me personally on here. So this strategy, you can get 100. You don't need a Paragon on here in order to do it on here. Once you get your 302 super monkeys on here, what I'll do is I rotate to an ice monkey. I make one of them a 520. And then I make another towards the exit, a 205, and then just making sure that you use your abilities for your village. After I get my ice monkeys on here, I started towards the exit to place a tack, and I was going to make it a 520, but I would do another village next to all of your main defense towers and make it a 240 if you can. So then that way you can alternate on your village abilities, and then that way you're maximizing the damage on here. But this will get you a solid score as well too on here. So once I place this one on here, then I'm going to rotate to the other ice monkey as a 205 on here. And that is it. This is going to get you to 100 each time. Very easy strategy. Even spamming the planes at the beginning. Once you get those, then it's just placing a couple towers on here and then moving it with the boss on here. But I hope you enjoy for Island 4. Make sure you drop a comment and like and subscribe. And please let me know how far you got along or how far you got on this particular map on here. And I will see you very shortly for Island 5. Thanks. Bye, guys.